Hey, party people! This is Rachel Rogers TV. I am Rachel Rogers, and I am super ecstatic today because yesterday my business turned 5 years old. That means for 5 years we have been killing it for small businesses, solving legal problems and being a source of reliable legal information and advice for the small business community. That makes me so proud. My heart just sings. You could not find a happier person on the planet today. When I first started my business, my only goal was to replace my paltry $40,000 per year salary that I was getting as a judicial clerk working for a judge, and that was a job that I loved. And now, looking back, it's amazing 5 years later to see that $40,000, we make more than that in a month, so it's just incredible to see how far I've come. And not only have I built a business that I love, that I feel is doing a good job of serving our community, but also I've built a life that I really enjoy for myself. And so I am so ecstatic, and I want to share some of the lessons that I've learned over the past 5 years. Lesson number 1. Systems equal profits. Yes, my friends, it is all about systems. You have so many repeatable activities that you are doing on a daily, weekly, monthly basis in your business. Take the time to create a step-by-step process for each of those activities so that you have a system set up. When you have systems, you and your team just operate so much smoother. Lesson number 2, as a founder, you need a solid morning ritual to set you and your business up for success on a daily basis. So what that means is create a ritual that works for you, where you get up at a certain time, you do a certain series of things that centers you and helps you to get focused for the day. For example, my morning ritual involves getting up at 4 a.m., having some time to myself, having some time for learning. It also allows me to spend time working without my team there. So that allows me to get the most important things of the day done. Definitely create a morning ritual for yourself. You will be so thankful that you did. Lesson number 3, employees are better than contractors for long-term growth. Now, I'm not gonna lie, when I first hired my first employee, I was absolutely terrified. But I have to say it was one of the best things I ever did for my business. Now, I still have contractors on my team to this day. There are certain roles where it just makes sense to have a contractor fill that role. For the people who are core to my team, the attorneys on my team, my ops manager, Tressa, who is amazing, and I'm sure you've heard me brag about her before. Gloria, my intake specialist, who is also incredible. Everybody on my team who is an employee is so committed, and that is what you get when you hire employees. You get that long-term commitment to growth. For their own growth and their own benefit, they want to see the company grow. So you just have, instead of one person as the founder, striving for success, you now have a whole team of people striving for the company's success. So there are all kinds of studies that show that hiring employees and investing in your employees is a great way to generate profits for your business. Lesson number 4, there is no shame in paying to play. Now, I am a bootstrapper all the way. I started this business with $300, my friends, okay? However, don't be afraid to pay to play, okay? I feel like there's so much focus on content marketing, and content marketing is amazing, and it's a great way for you to build up an audience. But another great way to build up an audience is through ads. So don't be afraid to spend a little money to meet the people you want to meet or attract the customers you need to attract. So some of the things I've spent money for is, going to a conference so I can meet a particular person, make a certain connection, and that connection leads to growth for my business and a great business relationship or partnership. Strategically investing in your business allows you to grow more effectively. Lesson number 5, surround yourself with other ambitious entrepreneurs. Make sure your circle includes other entrepreneurs who are ambitious as you. Maybe even some of your competitors could make great friends. Make sure that your circle includes a lot of amazing business owners and entrepreneurs, and you even want them to be at different levels. You want business owners and entrepreneurs who have been doing this way longer than you and who are way more experienced than you are. And then you also want business owners and entrepreneurs that are your peers and those that maybe are behind you. All of those different stages keep you on your A game. Lesson number 6, customer service is the key to winning. Customer service typically sucks. It's an epidemic, which means it creates a great opportunity for your company to stand out. So I have invested a ton of time and energy into customer service to grow my business and treat my customers well. It's so important. Not only does it feel good on an emotional level, but financially the rewards are there. Do you realize that you can grow your revenue up to 125% just by retaining 5% more of your current customers? Lesson number 7. Charge what you are worth, friends. I know, it's so painful and so scary and so hard to raise our prices and to charge what we are actually worth, but it is so worth it. And let me tell you about my very technical process for raising prices. I get on the phone with a potential client and I throw out a number that I want to charge, and they either say yes or no. If they say yes, that's it. That's the new price. You don't have to make a huge announcement. You don't have to throw it up on your website. Just try it with a few of your customers or clients, and you will find that you can work with amazing people if you are charging the right price. It's funny how the less you charge, the more likely that you're going to work with people who are not a good fit for your business. Lesson number 8, choose to build your brand rather than your own name. Okay, I have really bad news for you guys. And the bad news is this: once you grow your business to a certain level, you will not have the time to work with your customers one-on-one the way that you are used to, okay? And the way that you might be doing right now. As a founder, at a certain point, you have to be focused on keeping the money flowing and growing the business. And you can't do that and deliver the service on a daily basis as well. So that means that it's better to build your brand than to build your own name. If your name is the name of the business, then your customers are going to want to work with you directly when they come into the business. And while they may work with you directly in some ways, and while you may have your hand in every single transaction that you're doing with your clients, that doesn't mean that you are there constantly to deliver the service. You might have to rely on an employee to do that. And most likely you will. And that's what you want to happen, okay? That's actually a good thing. It's one of the reasons why we changed the name of my firm from Rachel Rogers Law Office, which is what we started with, to Rogers Collective, so that it's really about the collective and it's about our specific method of how we deliver services that both I and the associate attorneys that work for me can deliver. So it's not just about me. Everybody on my team is a part of the collective and is a part of delivering those services. Lesson number 9, consistency, consistency, consistency. It is all about consistency in building your business. And this is a lesson that I really had to learn over a long period of time. And only recently have we gotten especially consistent with our newsletters and our content marketing and the way that we deliver information. Another level of consistency is showing up. So that means, sending out your newsletter at the same time every single week without fail, making that commitment, making the commitment to provide new, fresh content and provide the information that your customers are looking for on a regular basis. So whatever that interval is, whether it's weekly or monthly or daily, doesn't really matter. What matters is that your customers know when you're going to show up. They know when to expect you, and without fail, you always show up at that time. So don't expect a commitment from your customers, for your customers to commit with their dollars if you are not committing to them by showing up on a consistent basis. This is such an important lesson. And finally, lesson number 10. Your personal success is just as important and is an essential part of your company's success. And so what I mean there is that you cannot go around working 12-hour days, damaging your personal relationships, giving up everything that you love to focus on your business, because that is not going to create a successful business in most cases. Your personal success and your personal well-being is so tied to the growth and success of your business. So if you really care about your business, really care about yourself too. And that means working out on a consistent basis, eating well, getting enough sleep, taking time off on a regular basis, and spending lots of time with the people that you love. All of that is going to make you feel so good on a daily basis. And when you show up and are ready for work, you're going to do a much, much better job than you would do if you were working 12-hour days constantly and giving up all the things that you love to build your business. There you have it, my friends, my top 10 business lessons after 5 years in business. And I have to say that there have been some really, really low points, and there have been some exceptionally high points. And honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way. I am so looking forward to another 5 years of crazy excitement and building a business that I love. And what gets me really, really excited, and what I hope gets you excited too, is that in 5 years' time, we will both be looking back and looking at another set of amazing accomplishments that you and I have both achieved, as long as we don't give up. Thank you so much for joining me for our 5-year anniversary for Rogers Collective PC. If you enjoyed this video, please share it with a friend. And if you never want to miss an episode of Rachel Rogers TV, just use these subscriber boxes below to subscribe. It's like DVR. And I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.